sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He uncorks one deep. Snags it on the right. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Slithers into space. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
There's so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The RPO, it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lost the fire on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Georgia. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe...
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got an open man. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at them.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pitch.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Longhorns are marching down the field. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're
turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Crosses the 40. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Longhorns are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. And his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run, and they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.